This video is powered by USA Gundam. Visit USAGundamstore.com and enter the code JOEY10 to receive 10% off your next purchase. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a new series. This series is going to be on the Wing Zero Custom Ver Ka. A little backstory about Wing Zero and me. Wing Zero Custom is my favorite mobile suit of all time. I am a Gundam Wing brat. I was, a kid whenever Gundam Wing came to the States, and I was hooked immediately to Gundam. I am a little biased towards Gundam Wing, but when Endless Waltz came out, that quickly became one of my all-time favorite movies, and this mobile suit in particular was amazing. The angel wings, the aesthetic of it, the very gothic look of it, the pointiness and everything. There's everything about this kit I love. And I spoke to my wife whenever I realized this was coming out, and I was so excited about it. So what did she do? She went out and got it for me for Christmas. So that was amazing. It was the most wonderful Christmas present. And she actually went and got it from USA Gundam. So that was really, really cool. Speaking of USA Gundam, as you probably saw in the intro of this video, I am proud and so excited to say that I have partnered up with USA Gundam. So look forward to, that in the future. And I also want to say a big thank you to Adam and everyone at USA Gundam for this opportunity. This is amazing. Now let's get to the build itself. I still have to sand up. I've built and disassembled the kit, but I still have to sand it up, all the parts and everything, and get it ready for paint, because a great paint job starts with prep work. And so I'm going to be probably for the next few days doing a time lapse of me sanding, late night sanding, early morning sanding, stuff like that. So that might be a little fun to watch. But as far as painting goes, I always start with the inner frame and work out. So whenever we get to that point, what I'll be using is the Gaia Evo Surfacer, and I will be thinning that 1 to 1.5 with the moderate thinner from Gaia. The moderate thinner it's kind of like a self-leveling thinner. It helps it not dry so fast, stuff like that. It's amazing stuff. And then for the frame color itself, I'm going to be using Gaia Starbright Iron. Now this will be my first time ever actually using Starbright Iron, but I've seen other people use it, and it looks like a really, really good inner frame color. And I'll be thinning it same ratio with the Metallic Master thinner from Gaia also. So I think that's all I really have to say about this. Part one's going to be the inner frame, so let's get to it. All right, and as you can see, I have assembled what I can so far of the inner frame, and with that, that's going to conclude my first work in progress video for the Wing Zero Ver Ka. As you can tell, it's mainly only the legs and waist area, and that is because this kit doesn't really have a full inner frame. As you can tell in here, it's got the elbow joints for the arms, and that's really about it. It also has these the shoulder pads. They each have like a inner frame to them, which is it's pretty cool. Um, it's got a little movement here, and then the third one, the third little like whatever this is part of the rest of the outer armor stuff. But as you can tell, there's a little chrome bit right there. That is actually with the Molotov chrome pin. The way I had to clamp those particular parts, I wasn't able to get like full coverage on those. So after I put it together, I just quickly hit that with the Molotov chrome pin. If you haven't used those chrome pins before, I highly suggest picking one up. It is really, really cool. Very fantastic to use. And I also, off camera, painted this little Hiro Yui and stuck him in the little cockpit area. Like I said, I can't completely assemble the top of the chest yet because of the waist armor pieces that have to slide onto it. And I don't want to have to disassemble things that have already been painted. So I'll just wait on that. But here's little Hiro Yui. I'm not the best at painting these little guys, but I wanted to do it. This cockpit opens and everything on this kit, and I didn't want it just to be, a solid little plastic, bare plastic looking pilot. I actually wanted it to be Hiryui. So there's a little, shot of that little guy. And as far as the color for the inner frame goes, I honestly couldn't have asked for a better color. That Starbright iron from Gaia is really, really good. Like in my new series, the Gundam new series that I did, I used Starbright Duraluminum, and that was a little bit more of a brighter color, whereas this one is not as dark as, like, say, gunmetal, but it's just somewhere in between, like, just right, and it's an awesome inner frame color. I probably will use this more often as an inner frame color. And the regular gloss coat over top really does make it shine just a little bit better. I don't want a 2K inner frame stuff because it's too thick and I would never get the armor pieces back over top. So as far as inner frame goes, I always just regular top coat. And of course, I've maintained all of the maneuverability and everything on this guy so far. And so, like I said, that's going to wrap up the work in progress number 1. Next week, I'm going to either focus on the white parts or I'm going to focus on maybe the red or blue. So stay tuned to next week to figure out which one I do of those. I'm going to put a link in the description below to USAGundam store where you can get all of the supplies that I used and pick up a Wing Zero custom Ver Ka if you want. Of course, like I said in the beginning of the video, you can use my code Joey10 to get 10% off of your next purchase. So that's going to do it for this episode. Like and subscribe would be appreciated if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.